Welcome to the Cut the Sith comic book reviews. I'm your host, as always, Colin McSorley. Today we'll be discussing Star Wars Issue 7, The Will of Tarkin, Part 1, written by Charles Soule, art by Ramon Rosanas, coloring by Rochelle Rosenberg, and lettering by Clayton Cole. This right here is one of my favorite chapters in the run so far. I'm a huge fan of the character of Zara that they introduced, the president of the ZFU, Zara Fans United. And this whole entire chapter is about Zara. I've been highly interested in her character and her background since she got introduced in the beginning of this run, when she was talking about how she will be, like, she wants to be the one that puts a blade to the throat of Leia Organa, and that she blames Leia for taking everything from her. Her entire mission, we found out a few issues ago that the ship she took was a ship that got hurt in the explosion of the Death Star, that they were going to tear down scrap metal. She rebuilt it and was like, that's my ship. Her entire crew handpicked the people that lost someone in the Death Star, and she holds Leia responsible, and she wants her revenge against Leia, but we never knew exactly why, like who she lost in the explosion of the Death Star, why this was so personal for her, why the destruction of the Death Star and getting revenge for it and taking down Leia and the rebels that caused the destruction of the Death Star, why it meant so much to her, until this chapter. We find out, we get a flashback. Most of the chapter is a flashback of her, and we find out that Grand Moff Tarkin himself, one of my favorite characters in Star Wars, and I love what Charles Soule does when he writes Tarkin. He wrote a lot of, he wrote Tarkin a lot in the 2017 Darth Vader book that he wrote, and there's one chapter in particular where it was just basically just a hunting game where Tarkin was just hunting Vader as some type of, I guess, I'm trying to remember the chapter exactly. I haven't read it in a few months. I believe Vader orchestrated that to basically just like test himself to like the limits. So he basically had Tarkin hunt him, and it was just a great chapter. It was basically like Predator, but with like Darth Vader as the Predator and Tarkin as Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it was awesome. And so Tarkin has 3 potential proteges he wants. Zara is one of them. He sends them on a mission to hunt this albino Vermok. Hold up, I am gonna look it through the thingy bobber. It is, yeah, an albino Vermok who should have been dead long ago, but through struggle, survival is now like the top predator in this land. And he told them, he goes, you 3 are the first ones not named Tarkin that are gonna hunt this land. Bring me back the head of the Vermok. Zara brings back the head. The other dude come back, and she's like, hey, you only need one protege. That's me. Clearly took them 2-0. And she has this relationship where she looks up to Tarkin as her mentor, as her teacher, because he is. And he trains her, and he puts her on these missions because he trusts her, and he believes in her ability. So he sends her on this mission after this warlord named Bernium Rowe, and the mission is, Tarkin tells her, bring me back his head. She goes, she has droids. She says the reason she uses droid spies is because you can program them. Flesh will turn on you, whereas the machines won't. So she programs them, and they have a 93% match on Bernie and Rowe. So they go out there and they kill the man they believe to be Bernie and Rowe, and she goes back to Tarkin. She's like, mission accomplished. And Tarkin's like, well, where's his head? And she's like, oh, well, I just thought that was a figure of speech. And he's like, no, I told you to bring me his head because you didn't kill him. You killed a decoy, and now he is using our failed assassination attempt to get some goddamn clout, and she failed him. And you don't fail Grand Moff So he reassigns her, and he just like won't even see her, won't even talk to her. So she boards a shuttle and leaves the Death Star because she has information of where Bernie and Monroe is. And it seems that she's boarding the shuttle because Tarkin won't see her, won't take the information from her. It seems she's boarding the shuttle with the intent of, look, if Tarkin won't talk to me, I'm gonna go fix my mistake. I'm gonna go get Bernie and Monroe and bring his head back to Tarkin and go, look, I fucked up, but here he is. So she starts writing him this message, or recording this message, about like how much her relationship with him means to her. And as she's heading off the Death Star, it explodes. It's gone. It's destroyed. So Tarkin died. So her mentor, the man she looked up to, one of her last acts was she failed him. She failed him, and she'll never get to make it right. She'll never get to prove to him that she is better than what he thought she was at the end. That she can't fix her mistake. She can't win back Tarkin's trust, because the man that she admired is dead. The Death Star was blown up, and she very clearly blames Leia for that. So, I'm looking to see what happens next chapter, because it looks like we're heading towards a confrontation between her and Leia Organa. And yeah, so that does it for issue 7 of Star Wars. It's one of my favorite chapters so far. I love the character of Zara, and I was very happy that we got an entire flashback chapter that shows her motivations for why she hates Leia, why she hates the rebels, why she feels so bad about the destruction of the Death Star, and why she wants to avenge the destruction of the Death Star. And I can't wait to see where this goes in issue 8. So, like always, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, follow the Twitter at twitter.com/cutthesith, the Instagram at instagram.com/cutthesith, join our Discord, link to join in the description below, link to everything's in the description below, and yeah, just talk Star Wars with us. May the Force be with you.